All right, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Godzone DJ, aka God in the Wax, bringing you another video. So this time, as you can see on the setup here, I got the Rane 70 hooked up. So normally I have my DJM S11 hooked up, but I wanted to mess around with the Rane 70 on my main setup with the Redo 7000 Mark IIs and the phase. My secondary DJ setup, which is where the Rane 70 normally is, has Audio Technica 1240 XP USBs on it. Those are the turntables I'm using on that particular setup or whatever on the secondary setup. So yeah, it's pretty dope. Uh, I'm trying to just test out the Rane 70. And what I was noticing, what I made this video for, was that you know the Rane 70 sounds better than the DJM S11 does, in my opinion. Uh, you could look at it however you want to, or you could, uh, you know, the DJM S11 doesn't sound bad or anything, but just the Rane 70, the sound is much more richer and clearer and cleaner. It just really sounds really good, the Rane 70 does. It's a lot warmer. It seems like the sound, and it just sounds really amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and play now. In another video, I'll probably go ahead and switch between the two mixers. It's a pain in the butt to switch out all the wires and things like that. Plus, it's early in the morning here. I don't feel like doing that really. I got to get ready for work and stuff like that. But yeah, in one video in the future, I will switch them out and let you hear the difference in sound. But you can go back to one of my old videos and you can see where I'm playing the DJM S11, like my New Year's mix that I have on my channel. You can hear what the sound quality is on that, and then compare it to this Rane 70. Like I said, I'll do a video though eventually comparing the two, like in real time. But let me go ahead and play a song real quick on the on the Rane 70, just so you can hear what the sound quality sounds like. Let me see if I can find something that won't give me a copyright strike or whatever, or a copyright hit. Let me go to my turntablism folder, and then we'll go to Loop Master Sample Pack. What do we have here? Not there, no. Scratch beat. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna play this beat real quick, and just let you listen to it, and you'll hear that it sounds pretty nice. So here we go. Check this out. But yeah, like even in my headphones, I can hear the difference uh, between the DJM S11 and the Rane 70. The Rane 70 sounds so much warmer and just fuller, like a fuller sound. Even with the headphones, you can hear it. And I can also hear it through my KRK speakers that I have here, that I use as my DJ monitors when I'm practicing at home. But yeah, well, this is kind of a basic beat. Let me see if I can find something better. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bust it, bust it. Check that out. Let's go. This is much more better to hear the sound difference. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show, let you hear what the Rane 70 sounds like. It definitely is a dope mixer. It's not as feature rich, of course, as the S11. The S11 has the screen, and within that screen, there's a lot of features you can activate, uh, which is pretty dope. But the Rane 70 has, some onboard effects, hardware effects, echo, reverb, break, flanger, phaser, and delay. And then you got the flex effects you can use in Serato. As you can see here, it switches the screen. You got the low screen up there where you can see the Serato effects that you have in plates. And you can trigger them. You can trigger more than one at one time. So you just press the different buttons and you can trigger all those effects at once, which is pretty cool. It has nice paddles. You know, the paddles work. One of my main gripes with my S11 is that the right side effect paddle, the LED went out on it for some reason. You know, I don't abuse it. I don't flick it really hard or anything like that. I was just using it in basic mixing and stuff like that, and it went out. So, and of course, it went out when it was out of warranty with both the place I bought it from and with Pioneer DJ. So I could not get it sent in. And then I wouldn't want to send it in the Pioneer anyway because they I've heard horror stories of people not seeing their mixers for months on end, and it's hard to get a human being to talk to about it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's hard to get a human being to talk to about it. About where your mixer is and where your equipment is. So I did not want to send it in to them, even if I could, to get it fixed. Because I don't trust them. I don't trust them with my mixer. I don't know what'll happen to it. They'll probably lose it, or just I wouldn't be able to contact anybody for months on end, like some people had that issue. So yeah, but the Rane 70 is dope. I'm still paying $400 on a payment plan. I got like two more payments left, and then the mixer will be mine outright. Uh, it's got the Akai MPC pads on it, which is pretty dope. They feel really good. Even the Mo pads feel really good, like Akai pads. These pads are smaller than the pads on the S11. The S11 pads are more rectangular shaped, so they're bigger and easier to hit. But these pads, you can hit them with no problem. They're very similar to the DJM S9's pads, but they're Akai pads, so they feel really good. Uh, I did swap out the Mag 4 crossfader for the Innofader PMP3. The Innofader PMP3 is a better crossfader, I would say, than the Mag 4 fader. The Mag 4 fader is definitely serviceable, and I was able to get it set to a pretty tight cut, but I like the cut better on the Innofader PMP3. It is harder to move than the other faders. Like my S11 fader is better, I would say. The Magville Pro is better than this Innofader PMP3, but the Innofader PMP3 is definitely a dope fader. So, and then the Mag 4 faders on the channel faders, they feel fine as well. I got, what do you call it? Silent Q set to my instant doubles pads. So you can set these instant doubles pads right here. It says instant doubles to silent Q. So you can, like, I can start this song, put on silent Q. See, I got the crossfader over here, but the song won't trigger until I hit a Q pad. See? So that's pretty cool. You got your looping effects here. You can loop a song, and then you can do the lengthen it or shorten it. Um, you got a session in and a session out. So I have my iPhone 10, old iPhone 10 that I don't use anymore, with table beats on it, so I can put a beat on, and I can run it through the session in, and then turn the volume up and just scratch over a beat. Here, let me show you real quick how I do that. The phone is dead. Dead? It might be dead. Yeah, I think the phone is dead. I left it on all night, but anyway, yeah, you can normally run an iPad or iPhone into the or Android phone or whatever. Well, Android doesn't really have that many good beat apps on it anymore. I don't know why. That kind of sucks. Hopefully, somebody one day will make an app for the Android that you can play beats on when you want to scratch. But the iPhone and the iPad have Table Beats, which is a dope beat program. Has so many beats on it that you can download and put in the package or whatever, or download the package for. But yeah, so the Rane 70 is a dope mixer. Here's the low button knob here up at the top and the top left, top right. You got a back button and a load to the preparation crate if you want to. You got your mic controls here, so you can turn the mic on and off. You got an echo. Hey, let's do the echo real quick. Check out the echo. Peace. One love. Peace, love, and light. So yeah, you can turn on the echo. And I believe if you hold the mic on button, it'll flash. And that's talk over. So if I play this song, if I talk over it, the microphone will do a talk over, and you can see the volume of the music went down, so you can hear my voice clear. But then when I stop talking, the music will come back up. Check it out. Pretty cool, right? Nice talk over feature, right? So yeah, the Rane 70 is definitely a dope mixer. It's definitely serviceable. I like it a lot. So I'm gonna leave it on my main setup for a little bit longer. I'll eventually go back to the S11, but I just wanted to try something new. this Rane 70 doesn't get a lot of use. I got this so I could teach my grandson how to DJ. I have an 8-year-old grandson, believe it or not, and yeah, I wanted to teach him how to DJ on a Rane 70 when he comes over. When, when we whatever ends up happening, if we visit them or whatever, or take it over there. Or definitely when he comes over here, he can play on the Rane 70 while I teach him from the S11, and he can try different things on his own. So, anyway, but that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace out.